So there's an AI-generated clip that is going around the internet right now that you may have seen. It's a fake fight between Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise that looks like it could be from any big-time action movie. It's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So this video is raising alarms in Hollywood, but you don't need to be in the film industry to know what it means for all of us. According to our next guest, AI could be coming for your jobs next. All right, so Matt Shumer's article, Something Big is Happening, has been viewed more than 80 million times. In it, he writes that AI's, quote, capability for massive disruption could be here by the end of this year. We're past the point where this is an interesting dinner conversation about the future. The future is already here. It just hasn't knocked on your door yet. Shumer, a co-founder and former CEO of an AI company, is a venture capitalist, and he joins us right now. Good morning. How you doing?
Thank you for having me.
Of course. All right. So you say that you wrote this article originally for your parents, and you didn't expect this to go viral. So what was your intentions in your response when it all happened?
And what do your parents do that you wanted to write an article for them?
Yeah, so my dad is a lawyer, and my mom worked in travel sales. And my mom's actually been an early adopter of this. My dad has been he's been pushing back for a while, and I've been trying to explain to him what this all is going to mean. And thankfully, he's towards the end of a career. He's close to retirement, but it's still worth knowing about. But I'm their son. They're not going to listen to me. So I figured, why not write something and see if I could make it sound a little bit more real and professional for them. Because there wasn't much content out there communicating this to people who aren't in tech. There's so much content, and everybody in tech knows about it, talks about it, but nobody tries to communicate it in a way that people outside of tech can understand without knowing all the jargon that the industry is filled with. So I wrote something for my dad, and I sent it to a few friends, and they were like, I sent this to my family. And that was my first sign that maybe there was something here, but still, I thought it was not going to go viral. I posted it, and it just, it got, at this point, probably close to 100 million views across platforms.
Yeah, and your message is what, Matt? Because it's fascinating, but it's also terrifying. Your bottom line message is what?
First of all, don't panic, and I want to emphasize that. Knowledge is power, and now that you know about this, you can act on it. I'm not saying this is definitely going to happen. I think it will, and I think many other people in the industry think it's very, very likely.
What is the it? Yeah, I still want people to understand exactly what you're saying here.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is that by the end of this year or the end of next year, it is extremely likely that AI will be able to do any task that a human can do on a computer at least as well or possibly better than a human. Now, that doesn't mean, and this is the reason not to panic, that doesn't mean it's going to take your job overnight. It just means that it's going to be possible for the AI to do this. In terms of your job, it really is situational. It depends on what you do, the industry you're in, the regulations you're facing. The question is, how soon will it actually diffuse through your industry? So that's a question each person needs to ask and answer on their own.
So, Matt, we live in a capitalist society. You've argued that AI innovation moves too fast for traditional regulation, but capitalism, as you know, rewards whoever moves the fastest. So how do we avoid a system where the economic incentives to scale artificial intelligence overwhelm society's ability to set guardrails for it?
Well, I'm actually glad, and this is one of the things that I think came out of this article that I really liked. I had a senator actually reach out to me, and he sent me a selfie with a printed out version of my article, and he said I passed it around to all the other senators. And that was super exciting to me because I think most people don't understand just how fast this is moving. You can't regulate it for where it is today. You have to think about where will this technology be in 2 years. And the only way to understand where it will be in 2 years is to look 2 years back and say, wow, where did this come from? So I think this is good because this is sparking a conversation for the first time for real in real-world circles, not just in tech. These people that are in the positions of power that can do this need to be thinking about where will this be if this exponential curve of how fast this is moving keeps going. You cannot regulate it based on where it is today. You have to think about where this will be.
But most people are worried because they don't feel there are guardrails on this industry and that the people in power that can do something about it aren't doing anything about it. And to that, what do you say about that, about the guardrails?
I think people need to be thinking more about this. I hope this sparked the labs that are working on this technology to have more of these conversations and to put more emphasis and more time and money into this.
Yeah. And Matt, I want you to speak to our audience specifically because we have people that are over 40, over 50, over 60 that are watching, and they're worried. And in your article, you write, this is not to make you feel helpless. Simply be early to understand, early to use it, early to adapt. But I believe you're also saying early to adopt as well, right? So what is your message to those that are sitting back saying, all right, I have a job, I work at a desk, I work on a computer, I use technology, what can I do?
You can use it and you can try it. The beautiful thing about AI technology is it's actually one of the easiest technologies to learn and use. If you're a good communicator, We see this all the time. Some of the people that are best at working with AI are actually English professors and English teachers, right? Because they're good at communicating.
Got you.
It's a human-like technology. You want to give it all the context you possibly can, just like you'd give to an intern that came to your company for the first time.
That's a good way to put it.
Right? Give them all the context. If you just treat it like Google or like a chatbot, it's not going to work. Because the AIs of today are now
great
agents.
advice.
They can actually do things for you.
But you've got critics, Matt, who are saying this is all just a bunch of hype on your part.
Absolutely.
What do you say? Yeah. Absolutely.
First of all, there are a lot of reasons that people are saying these sorts of things. Some people haven't tried it. Some people have made it their brand to say AI is never going to work. I think that it's worth everybody making up their mind on their own. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to those people.
But people are looking
Try
at
it
you
yourself.
that you're 26 years old. You're 26 years old. You know, not that age is a factor here, but some people would say 26. What does he know at 26 about this?
What does old babyface know about the future?
No. Yeah. What do you say to that, Matt? Because you've been studying it for a while.
I have been. I mean, I got into this industry when I was 19. I was working on something completely different. I was working on VR hardware for Alzheimer's research. I got into this because I realized that this was moving at a rate that no other technology ever has before.
I agree.
Most technologies improve at a rate of 10%, 20% a year. AI is improving at a rate of like 100 times a year. And if it keeps improving at that rate, right, this is going to be something that we all need to be paying attention to. This is going to be one of the biggest conversations in the world. So don't listen to me just because, you know, I've been in this industry for 6 years. Don't listen to somebody else because they've been in it for longer. Try it yourself. That's my message, right? It's
but
just important to try it yourself.
So here's a really quick question. If even responsible AI builders face competitive pressure not to slow down because of what we talked about, who do you think realistically should bear the cost of restraint? Is it the government? Is it companies? Would you be the first one to bear that cost of restraint?
I think everybody needs to do it together. This is going to be, like I said, one of the biggest conversations the world has ever had in the coming years. And it's not going to be on just one entity. It's going to be on everybody. You need to be thinking about it. I need to be thinking about it. The government needs to be thinking about it.
And your dad says what?
My dad has finally come around. I think that's what I'm thinking about this article.
That's it, man. You got to learn how to ride the wave or be engulfed by it. Matt Shumer,
I'm going to get Matt's number.